Hey guys, I'm Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today I am doing a pre-recorded video. At least I think it is. If I'm live, then hey. um, but I am going to be doing a Christmas card using a Child is Born stamp set. This stamp does not have faces on it, but I am going to add faces today, and the card is absolutely beautiful. So I hope you guys will join me. All right, so here we go. Now flip you down. This is the card we're doing. Make sure that we got that. Okay, so this is the card we're making. Let me make this straight. It's much easier to move this than it is to move you. All right, so I'm leaving to go to Indiana tomorrow, so I am not going to be here next week, but I wanted to share this because I think it's so pretty with faces. And I love it without the faces also, but I just thought that this would be fun to show. All right, so we're going to start off with pecan pie, and it is 4¼ by 11. I'm going to use, hold on, I accidentally stuck. All right, I am going to use some a blending brush and early espresso to go around the edges because I think it adds a lot to the card to have that little bit extra. And it gives a little bit of depth. Okay, let's do it. And I'm going to probably come in and do the edges a little bit darker just because I really like that look. But I want to kind of have it be not so dark right now. Okay, so I'm going to come in and we're going to just do the edges a little bit. I just really like that look. Okay, I think that looks really pretty. Let's move this. And I am going to go ahead and bring in my white here that I have used the dies. Here we go. They are called, goodness, they are called the textured notes, and each one of these rectangles has a different edge. I mean, I absolutely love this. So I am using the second one, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp the, Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus on there. And I used on my original, I used crumb cake because I thought, oh, that won't be so harsh. But when I went ahead and colored it with blends, it made the early espresso look red. Isn't that weird? So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get this so it's somewhat in between. Pretty good. It's a little lower than my last one, but that's okay. All right, so I am going to go ahead and use the blends for, let's see if I can get you any closer just for the coloring part. That's a little bit better. All right, so I'm using the medium light, which is the 800. I don't know how they do it right now for the colors in the catalog, but it's the medium light. I think that's what they go by. So we're going to do all their hands and face. Now, I did get this idea online. I did not catch her name, and I apologize for that, but I thought it was really pretty, and so I changed it up quite a bit, but I should have given her credit. And I think on my original, I forgot his ear. Okay, is there any spot I missed? Because I feel like there might be. Nope, I don't see it. Okay. All right, so for now, I am going to get a journaling pen because our markers, which are going out, by the way, and if you want to get any markers, today or tomorrow is the best time because we have free shipping right now for any orders that are above, I think, 75, which if you ask me, I'm going to use my thing I think I got. You know how sometimes they have little things on the side? So I didn't want that to happen. All right, so I'm just going to do that. And then on her, and I'm going to try not to do quite, whoop, her eyes are a little closer together. And then the baby, we're just going to make it really small. Oh, there we go. All right, so at least we have faces. All right, but also if you are ever interested in getting the best deal that you can ever get with Stampin' Up, now's the time to join because you can get it for $35. You can join for $35. It's ridiculous, but it's so worth it. And you, oh, I did miss one spot. See, I knew there was a spot I missed right here, his neck. Okay, so that's good only through the end of this month. So you want to make sure that you join before then, but it's only $35. And then after that, I don't even think you need to come up with any quota until it gets like the end of April is when you're, well, April's you're pending. But what's nice is that you get all that time to get a discount. Isn't that cool? So make sure if you get the chance to sign up, I would take it if I was you. All right, I'm only doing his hair. I don't know why. I guess if I like it, then I will go ahead and do hers the same. But I'm using all of the skin tones. And if you hold on a minute, okay, that's kind of lighter than I wanted. So I'm going to fix that. So they did give him a mouth already. I just don't know why they didn't do the eyes. But that gives us a little bit more leeway to do it ourselves. All right, I am going to go back over. I have 200, 400, and 600. Okay, I think I want it to be just a little bit darker and just have some streaks in there for the lighter. I just think it would look nicer. Okay. Now I'm going to go back over with the lighter, which is the 600, and just kind of blend it in a little bit more. Okay. What do you think? Is that okay? All right. So now I'm going to do the same on hers and just use the 200 for where we have the darker lines, because I guess that's her highlights maybe. All right. And down here. And I'm going to do this because I think that her hair would kind of join there. That's just where I think where her curls keep going. I'm going to leave a couple spots for the lighter color just to give it highlights. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and come in with the number 600, and it's got more of a red tinge, which I like. You know what? Her hair comes down over here too. Isn't that silly that it's like your brain is only going to certain spots. Okay, I am going to add in some here. And you can always go back over what you've done to kind of add make it a little bit darker. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's it for all the skin, I think. I'm going to use, where did I put them? Oh, they're right here. The brand new cloud cover. And I'm going to use the dark and the light and for her outfit. And I'm going to go around where you think it would be darker and have shadow, which would be where her hands are. Let's see, get a little bit more in here. I'm just going where the lines are thicker, where I think that they want it to be darker. All right. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with my brush tip because I think I can get in more of a spot here with the light. So I am going to Indiana, but I'm flying through Nashville because my sister was driving, and I thought what a great way for us to bond more is for me to be driving with her. So we're going to do that. I'm not a huge fan of driving, but I thought it would be nice because we don't live close to have us be able to visit more, just us. Okay, so I've got that done. Now I'm going to do the gray that I think will be in here. That's how the girl that I kind of copied did it. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use Smoky Slate for the areas that I think need it to be a little bit darker. Oh, and I forgot her sleeve. See? I need you guys being able to tell me these things. I miss things. Let me get her sleeve. I'm going to do that in the dark because it's kind of being hidden. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and finish with the light gray or smoky slate. Okay, and then I'm going to make his outfit in the azure afternoon, and I am going to have the dark be right here because I am assuming that that would carry on. And since it's all by itself, I figured that would be dark. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Just going to do where I think it would be darker. Okay. And now I'm using the light. And then we just have the baby Jesus to do. Oh, and his staff. We need to do the staff. Now, if you would like to get the PDF for this and all the future projects that I do here on my blog, go to the I have in there in my description the of how to sign up for my newsletter so that you can sign up for my newsletter, and then every 3 to 4 weeks, sometimes 5 depending, I send out a PDF of what I've done on here. So I'm hoping that you guys sign up for that and you can get the PDFs for free. Okay, now we just have to do his staff and his blanket. And I am just going to use the 2 lightest for the blanket. So 600 and 400. I'm not using the dark at all. His swaddling. I really do love this stamp. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with the light. And then we'll probably use these same colors for the staff. Why I didn't do it just then, I don't know. You just don't think of things sometimes. Okay. I'm just going over it more so that I can get it to blend more so it's not so stark on the not blending. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use the light for this, and then I'm going to come in with the dark in the spots that I think it needs. I don't think the whole thing needs to be totally white. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, one more time. So lighten it up and there we go. Okay, so we've got that. So I'm going to put that aside for now. And what I did on my first one is that I went around it with the smoky slate to give it more of a, we'll see which one you like better. But I am going to be doing a drawing on this when I get back. So probably I don't even know the dates. Just I will let you know by the end of this. I'll look at my calendar. All right, so these they were still available when I made this. And it's too late for me to start now, but I'm sure there's all kinds of dies that you can use. I used it Unbounded Love. It is now unavailable. So if you go and look at the things that are retiring, make sure you take advantage of it when you want, when you can, because you don't want to wait too long and then have it not be available anymore. All right, so I am going to stamp the Oh Holy Night in Azure Afternoon, and I'm going to do it as close, gosh, I hope I'm doing this straight, to the right edge as I can. That's not too bad. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on this one as close to that edge. Well, not super close because I want to add stuff to it. But let's do it because I want it to be where I can add a gem. There we go. Then I'm going to come in with my trimmer and turn this around and get it close to that edge there. and just use my score tool to hopefully score it to where I can wrap these like that and put it on here. So, all right, let's do that. I'm not doing the back yet, and I know I'm still really close. So if it gets to the point where I feel like I need to back it up, I will. All right. And I went ahead and die cut this because it's going to go under this, and you can't tell anyway. So I figured that saves me from having to look for a scrap for that. So that always is a nice thing when you don't need to get another piece, when you can just use the one you've got. All right. So I'm going to put that on here. Oh, no, I'm not. I forgot that I wanted to do a piece of the of this underneath there. So let me grab a piece real quick. Well, my goodness. Hold on. I'm getting it. Oh, there we go. I knew I'd find it. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and measure what I did before so I get it right. All right. It is 3, not quite 3/8 by not quite 4 7/8. All right. All right. Not quite. Did I say 4? I think I did. And 3. Goodness. Okay. Let's see if this works. I could be wrong and have to go look it up again. Okay. Hopefully I did it right. Oh, it looks so far. I think I might not have cut it. Oh, no, I did. Yay. That for sure I made a mistake. All right. Because it's got to be small because I have the other layer. There we go. Ta-da! All right, now we will put this on here. Whew. Now this is a normally I would have the normal sizes, but since I use this die, it changes the height. So this won't be as centered as I like it. All right, let's do this again. There we go. Okay. But do you see how when I did the sponging on the side, how because it's lighter towards the inside, how much nicer that looks? I think so anyway. All right, so I am going to do the inside. And I have that here. And I am going to do the manger in Memento. Oh, I got that kind of, I just re-inked all of my ink pads because it was pretty dry. And I figured this would give them time to rest before I go ahead and leave for my trip. Nope, that's not dark enough. We're going to do the 400. I think that should be good. Yeah, that's much better. I just wanted to highlight. And then I'm going to come up into here. I'm still in your view here. Okay. Then I'll do the 600 because I really love the reds. I think it really makes it look like wood. What I might do, well, I will do because I'm grabbing it, is just do a very fine line with the really dark to kind of set off the two difference. As fine line as you can make it. There. What do you think? I like it. All right. Now, I am going to use Daffodil Delight Dark just on the edges barely here. Because I just want it to look like it's a little bit darker. Okay. And then I'm going to use the Lemon Lolly Bite. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Making sure I go over where I did the dark so that it really kind of blends. What do you think? I love it. Okay, sorry, I get excited. Now I'm going to do the Oh Come, Let Us Adore Him using the Azure Afternoon again. And let's see if I can get it straight. Not bad. And then put it onto this one. I probably could have measured. No, never mind, because it's not the one I used. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. This has a little bit more of a border for the inside. All right, now we're going to put that on the inside, and then I will show you, because I don't have my rhinestones handy, I want to show you the rhinestone that I have for the front of the first one. Okay. I think anyone getting this card would love it. What do you think? All right, so don't forget to leave a comment if you want to be in the running for this. I will add the rhinestone, but here is, I colored it with early espresso, or no, the pecan pie dark to get it to be really pretty. And this is the inside. So this one has the outline. So I'd love to hear which one you would like better. The one with an outline or without. And if y'all like the outline, I will go and do it. I just wanted it to be a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and stop now. I will see you in 2 weeks where I will do the drawing on who gets to get this card. And I hope that you all really enjoyed this. And I will talk to you next time. Thank you.